Welcome back, gamers. Lazy Gamer here, and let's play some more Fallout New Vegas. Yeah, we got a few quests to achieve this turn. We still have to deliver that note. We are going to talk to Captain... what's his name? Curtis, yeah. And that's not really an official quest. We were told to maybe help with the interrogation of a person in from the Legion. So what should we do first? Oh, I think the captain is over here. It is dark when we're not here, and it is early. Yeah, I tested. It will get dark later. Let's put on a bit of amplification, at least, when we're... continue on.
What is it?
Hi.
Nice to meet you. I'm Curtis.
Colonel Shu wants me to help you look into the recent intelligence leaks.
Smart man. I could use somebody who can operate under the radar around here. Whoever our mole is, he's been slippery. Whenever one of the MPs gets too close, he changes his habits. Our last lead went cold weeks ago.
Where should I start?
You want my advice? Start by talking to people with a lot of eyes in the field. People like Lieutenant Boyd or Sergeant Contreras, maybe. Careful with Contreras, though. He's not above suspicion himself. Keep me apprised of any leads you get. This guy's gotten a lot of my men killed. I'm just itching to return the favor.
Alright. What do? You're a captain.
Later.
You do stuff. I'm not that interested, really. Military politics. As for you can depend on me. Should be here. Should have done that first, shouldn't I? Well, walking never hurt anyone. Much. Let's see. Hi.
A little busy at the moment, but I can talk.
What's this place?
This? The OSI lab. We don't get many visitors. The smell puts people off, I think. Nobody ever
Really?
said science would smell clean and fresh. Anyway, you get used to it if you give it some time.
You're a scientist, then.
I know I don't sound the part. Get raised by Brahmin ranchers and you never lose the twang. Drives Hildern crazy. But I know every inch of the power grid from Hoover Dam to Shady Sands. That's what we do here. Try to optimize the power output from the dam. Some of the others are working on an agricultural project, but truth be told, they aren't making much progress. Not yet, anyway.
What's your role, then?
Head researcher. Mostly on the dam project, but I help out on other things when they need me. Gotta be flexible.
Need any help?
You mean give you work? No, that'd be up to the administrator, Hildern. He's back there in his office. Between you and me, I don't think he ever leaves. Plenty of mercs go in to see him, though.
Mercenaries? What for?
I can't say. We're not supposed to talk about the research, not the details. If you're interested, I'm sure he'd see you.
Alright. Good talking with you.
Nice to meet you. If you need anything, I'm almost always in the lab.
Yeah, I think that's probably true. Hildern, huh?
A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22?
I'm here about an invoice. You have to pay your debts.
From Alice. I'll see that she's paid right away. Crimson Caravan runs a tight operation. Even out here in the waste, wouldn't do to keep them waiting. Was there anything else? Or were you just here about the invoice?
Well, no, actually didn't mention Vault 22, but...
Wonderful. Straight to it then. Have you signed the release forms? No? Doesn't matter. We'll keep that to ourselves. Vault 22. Where to begin?
I haven't been to a vault. This could be interesting. But, well, I have, but Jessie hasn't. Save this sales pitch. Just tell me what you want me to do.
All right. Straight to the point. I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 unlocked the secrets of vegetative growth. Plants are spilling from their gate. No one tends them. No one waters them. Yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will see that you are generously compensated.
Okay, I'll do it. Why else would I play this game?
Good. No need to check in with the NCR authorities. I can authorize your payment from OSI accounts. Vaults typically contain a server room on a lower level, where they would have backed up their research data. A computer room, you understand? Download all the information on the central server to your Pip-Boy, and you'll be certain to bring me any notes or samples that you find, won't you?
Anything else I should know?
I thought it was a fairly straightforward assignment. It's a simple question of retrieving the data, which shouldn't prove overly challenging. Downloading the data will be handled by your Pip-Boy. You might think of yourself as a mere means of conveyance. No insult intended, of course.
Hey, I have a Pip-Pad.
Best of luck to you. Not that you'll need it. You seem like a reasonably competent person.
Update your information. Right. So more quests.
Did Dr. Hildern... This really isn't any of my business, but... Did he give you a job?
Yeah, it did, but Willow is in the way. Willow, move. Oh, well, I knew that would happen. That's something that happens with vanilla characters as well, I think, so this is nothing new, actually. Well, Willow is prettier anyway than Angela. Data from Vault 22.
I shouldn't say anything. I know that. But you're not the first person Hildern sent out to the vault. There were a lot of mercs, one after another. None of them came back. Then about a week ago, there was a scientist, Keeley. She's unusual. Not the sort of person you'd expect, but she's an absolute genius, and he didn't mention her? Not even her name? Or any of the other mercs?
Nope.
But now he's hired you, which means one of two things. Either he heard back from Keeley, and she failed, or he's given up on her. Listen, I make a fair wage, but I'm not rich, not by any means. Maybe my kind of money wouldn't appeal to your average merc, but I'm willing to pay you if you'll find Keeley and make sure she's safe. Isn't right leaving her out there. No idea if she's alive or dead.
Alright, I'll see if I can find her as well.
I had a good feeling about you. Moment you walked in. I mean it.
Alright.
Right, good luck.
Right, back to business. Talk to Captain Curtis, so maybe we can help with
Hey.
the interrogation.
Hello.
see. I think it's light enough in here.
You stick out like a sore thumb around here. You sure you're in the right place?
Try not to talk and smoke at the same time, will you? You need any help?
Yeah, so far this has gone exactly as expected. Poorly. But with the work you've done for NCR already, you might be just what I've been looking for. We captured an honest-to-God centurion of Caesar's Legion recently.
Is that a big deal?
Better believe it. Everybody in Caesar's Legion from Caesar on down will kill themselves before they can be captured. They're so twitchy they'd probably do it if you reached out to hug them. But here's this guy, who's an elite commander in their army, and he just gives himself up, even as his men are slitting their own throats around him.
What do you think that means?
Well, I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like a man who's willing to cooperate. Except he hasn't. Only times he speaks up are to insult you. He's a real prick, by the way. And I'm supposed to get information out of this guy. Yes, and one time I thought I saw a tear when I told him his uniform was unflattering. But I think he just got some dust in his eye.
Yeah, sadly I have to go through everything, every piece of dialogue here before I can go on.
I like the way you think. Have I said that yet? Problem is that the NCR frowns on using that sort of tactic. There's some restrictions still in place from President Tandy's administration.
Going to beat him up,
my
but
favorite thing about you.
I have to say that to continue.
Plus, for all this guy knows, you're completely insane. That's a winning combination.
So you want me to do what you can't, huh?
I think if you rough him up enough and really put some fear into him,
he'll
sing like a choir boy. So let's do this. When you're ready, I'll go in and give you a little intro. Then I leave the room and you make him regret the day he was born. We go back and forth a couple times until either he talks or he can't move his jaw anymore. Either way, we've had our entertainment for the day.
Okay, well, let's get started.
That's the spirit. Okay, I'll go in and have a word with him. Then I'll call you in.
Okie dokie.
Here, this might help when you go in with him. It's up to you, but
long time no
I find
see,
talking
Silus.
is sometimes better than whacking.
I was just thinking about you.
That's so.
I was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tightly they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why?
It's all the rage in fashion circles?
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to. And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the NCR instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Silus, if you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on in, he's all yours.
Yeah, about the collars, that's actually fairly nasty. Am I ready to talk to him? I don't even like wearing a tie. I think I'm good enough for the first round at least.
And I'll need you to surrender your weapons before you go in. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out.
Yeah. Hi, Silas.
What an ugly little worm you are. What pile of excrement did the lieutenant pluck you from, worm?
I think you're confused with the excrement right now.
You must have some reason to be in your line of work. Tell me,
Yeah,
what did the
it's
Legion
sort
do
of
to you?
an unknown.
Did we enslave your children?
If I
Slaughter your family before your eyes to teach you a lesson? Whatever it was, I hope I was there to give the order.
if I succeeded or not. You see that there is no percentage here. But I'm fairly certain.
Foot soldiers of the Legion are trained not to have to think for themselves, to have conflict removed from their minds. They kill themselves to evade capture because they are not trusted to make such a decision rationally in the heat of battle. But I'm no foot soldier. I knew I could escape captivity on my own without revealing the tiniest iota of information to my captors.
Really? Sounds to me like you're too gutless to follow Caesar's orders, huh?
I'll show you gutless, you sniveling bastard. I'll spill your guts all over this room.
Yep, first round. 1.
Let's finish this up, then we can talk.
Yeah, sadly,
Is something the matter, Celus? You look
my
upset.
items are taken away. Or my weapons, at least, so... When I'm done, I have to reset all that, but it's gonna happen again, so it's...
I don't know. I thought she seemed like a nice lady.
Your
Have
friend is
to,
a miserable fucking degenerate.
Go in again.
That's a long walk, Celus. I don't think it's gonna happen. You'd better just talk.
If we were on the other side of the river, I'd have her torn apart by dogs.
If you don't like dealing with me, I can bring my friend back in.
Your tactics are a joke.
Have it your way. Come on back in. I think he misses you.
I bet he does. Yeah, the thing with modded followers is that they usually excerpted from places where normal followers must leave for quest purposes. So I can take her into some of the DLCs as well. Anyway.
We don't have anything to discuss, worm.
I can use her to sneak weapons into places where they are taken away. Probably like here, but like other places, I don't need them here. You should talk tough for someone who's afraid to die.
You think I could get where I was in the Legion army if I feared death? I've led charges against men with guns, carrying only my knife. And I can tell you, it was they who feared me. But suicide is a weak death on a battlefield. It says to your enemy that you fear capture. It says if you're caught, you can be broken.
And if you can't go through with it, you look even weaker.
You think I'm going to slit my throat for some megalomaniacal self-appointed dictator? I didn't work my way up to have it all be taken from me out of some irrational paranoia.
And we're done, I think.
Caesar's losing it. I believe that. He's been shutting himself in his tent. Privately, he complains of headaches. Whatever it is, it's affecting his ability to lead.
Yeah, I think I'm done. Let's just listen. He's spilling his guts, alright.
Time was essential for my mission, but we waited 3 days for him to dispatch us. Another of his headaches. Does that sound like a man in command? He has an operative planted in this very base, but does he use his agent to rescue me? No. He's content to have the agent spend his nights radioing troop positions back to our base camp. He knows I'm here, and he's left me to rot.
Who's this operative? Oh, sorry, that wasn't... I think I heard enough. I skipped that, sorry. He doesn't know. And I believe him when he said that.
I hope the Legion burns your wretched body at the stake when they conquer this place. Nothing I could tell you would do anything to stop that.
Yeah, maybe. Haven't sold that yet? Yeah. I better equip my items before I get into a fight. And I really need them. There we go. Hey!
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for
Where
a winner.
is... Oh, she's there.
You did well. I don't know how you did it without putting a scratch on him, and I'm a little disappointed personally, but it saved the NCR some face. And it could save us more than that when all is said and done. I'm gonna talk to some people when we're through here. This is about double the standard fee we'd give a consultant, but from what I saw, you're more of an artist. So think of this as your commission.
Thanks, I guess. I know who you are, I guess. Have you seen anything suspicious lately?
Now, what kind of MP would I be if I didn't notice anything suspicious? I've had soldiers go AWOL, break-ins, thefts, you name it.
Who's missing?
Well, there's Anders. He's a ranger. That one's not suspicious so much as worrisome. He left on a dangerous assignment. Colonel Shu sent him out. Now I think he feels guilty not having any way to check up on him. I don't know him very well myself. I seem to remember that he was the man to call on if you needed someone to get in and get out quietly. Colonel Shu would really be the person to talk to.
Okay. Break-ins.
Maybe break-in isn't the right word. We didn't find signs of forced entry, but I've had reports of someone sneaking into the control tower at night. It's probably just a meeting spot for a steamy military-based love affair. Kids today. But it bothers me that they didn't break in. It means they have an access code. Most soldiers around the base don't have that.
Could you give it to me?
Sure, if you want to investigate. It's not like there's anything to steal up there. Just a bunch of old communications equipment. If you can find out any more, I'd be interested to hear it. There's something about this I really don't like. And if I weren't tied up here, I'd be staking it out personally.
Okay. Thefts?
Not the kind of things you like to see go missing. No witnesses yet. I've got my money on Sergeant Contreras, who's supposed to be in charge of distribution, the little weasel. But he's too slick to let anyone catch him doing it. We've searched his possessions a dozen times. Nothing.
I'll keep an eye out.
Good. The more guns you can recover, the more I'll be able to use to shoot Contreras for being inept.
Right. Bye, Carrick.
Yep. See you around.
So,
You got something to say, or do you always look like that?
look like what?
Hello?
Willow. Let her pass.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on
Contreras,
that.
huh? Should I bother looking for him? At the moment. Prison. Be right back. Yeah. From where exactly? Willow, come on. Sorry. So, we know a few things more. Well, we're done with that. We'll learn a bit more about the break-ins and things. And we have a quest to go to Vault 22. Time... It's too early to go there. I want to go back there. Yet. Where is the vault from here? I would say not far at all, but I have to go back here and then go around. Still, let's go and take a closer look at Vault 22, shall we? Right. Well, it's not that far to go.
If it's bad news, you can take it up with the Colonel. If it's good news, it better involve some dead fiends.
What do you know about fiends?
Pack of drugged-out killers. They're addicted to every stim, every pill, every psychoactive enema on this fucked-up Earth. I've got 3 fiends I want dead, and I don't give a goddamn how it gets done. That sound like something that interests you?
Yes, it does.
Good. That's damn good. I figure it's about time we got lucky out here, so maybe you can snuff one of these maniacs. First one calls herself Violet. God knows why. The name is the prettiest thing about her. Then there's... And finally, I'm not gonna feed you any bullshit. You go after him.
Yeah, let's...
Violet it is. Wish I could give you more advice on how to bring her down, but we know less about her than the other 2. Just watch out for the dogs. She raises them herself. Might as well be their mother. They never leave her side.
Okay. I can handle them.
Good question. Fiend territory is southeast of here, but they range all over the area. None of them stays in any one place for long.
Alright, got it.
One more thing. If you want the full reward, you need to bring me a recognizable head. My superiors need proof they're gone. That means no headshots, no decapitations till after they're dead. And no damage to the face. If you want to be safe, aim for the chest. You bring me a head that looks like a rotten tomato, people will be doubting, and I won't be authorized to pay the entire bounty. Good luck to you. And don't get careless.
Bye.
Right.
Yeah, they need heads. They can usually get away with fingers for other people. Oh well. Doesn't matter,
Heads? You're going after heads.
Well, that's
actual
not the
human
gate.
heads. I hope that's something you're planning to cure yourself.
Sorry, Willow, I didn't hear you there. I was distracted. Anyway, Walt first. It's... That's not the vault. Price stands the grass. Oh, it's over there. That's a bit of a trek. I might as well go on. I was going to say fetch my car. It isn't parked there, is it? Is my car parked? I can't see my car anywhere. Oh well. I guess I'll find it. Well, we'll go to the vault first. Then I can cross over to where I parked my car. Dude, where's my car? But time is running out. So, in the meantime, this was your host, the Lazy Gamer. logging off. Bye, guys.